Oh, hi.
Hey, YouTube. This is React City. I'm Marcus.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is...
To Your Eternity, episode 3.
Yes.
So, last time we left off,
We met a little girl named...
March.
I forgot it.
Marchie. She got away from being deaded by other people.
But it's not happy ending because them people want secure child.
Someone's going to be sacrificed.
Someone is going to be sacrificed. So either March is going to give herself in and will wave goodbye with her hair waving in the wind. And then our nameless friend will be like, stimulation, eye color change again. Or he will they'll give her up for the sacrifice, leave, and then he'll rescue her somehow. I don't know. He's so not caring.
He's like, give me more food.
Yeah,
That's all he's here for.
He really doesn't have. He doesn't even know how if he could fight. He doesn't.
Even the wolf never got into a confrontation.
No.
Yeah, I'm just very curious what direction the story's going to go. It seems to be a tearjerker show, but it's like, I mean, they showed the brutal dream of the bear eating the kids, but I'm just wondering how far will this show go in that direction.
Yeah.
But I really don't see any saving anybody here.
No.
So let's get into it, guys. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also, check out our Patreon to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. Let's get into the episode. Discussion.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good ending. Yeah.
Starting off at the beginning.
Okay.
Trying to learn how to eat with our hands.
Nice.
Failing miserably.
It can be hard.
Yeah.
Yes. But we also learned that his stimulation is what allows him to change form.
Yes.
However, there's something that's happened in the stimulation to become a human.
Yes.
He learned a lot as a wolf, but it didn't seem to translate to his human form. It's mostly in his wolf form. So the emotion is kind of coming out with his relationship with March.
Yeah.
And then that's what triggers him to defend her. It goes back to the wolf where he learned to love a human kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking. It's my theory.
Yeah. The only thing he knows to do as a human is walk.
Yeah.
So it makes more sense if, in an instinct situation, he swapped back to the wolf, which probably also has... I don't know if he's got instincts, but he knows how to use it more.
Yeah, yeah. And even we saw as the human form, it just walked until it died.
Yeah.
6 times the narrator said.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and it only ate when the girl gave it food. I was like, whoa, that's a good idea. I was like,
Oh, it's delicious.
So we still threw out there, are the purple eyes the boys' original eye color? Or what? Because the green is the dog's, as you said. You were right. And it changed to purple the first time the girl... No. After the girl was in the tree and upset and throwing the food, and it came back, its eyes switched to purple. Just momentarily.
Yes.
And then he went to sleep.
Yeah. And then it went back to green after that shortly after.
Yeah.
So. Anyways, that's stimulation.
And the narrator was saying when the March was being taken away, he was like, the creatures learn to adapt to their situation, but humans learn to act by emotion or something like that.
Yeah.
I was half paying attention.
Yeah, I
was
didn't
just
really
looking at their faces. And
I didn't
cry.
catch it at all. I just caught animals, environment, adapt, humans, emotion.
Yeah.
That's all I caught. And I think it was saying at that point that it was developing human emotions.
I think it was also saying that it chose to, rather than sit down and eat, it chose to follow her.
Yeah.
Just because it wanted to.
Yeah,
Right.
what I gathered from what they were saying, maybe that's what they said, but I thought they were saying animals don't really adapt, but in his human form, he chose to adapt. That's why he was gaining emotion. I thought that's what he was saying.
Oh, that could
The
be.
end goal is the same. He gained emotion in his human form.
Yes.
I mean, he gets a name. We finally can call him not the boy creature, but
Fuchan. What it stands for, Fujimi, Fushi, we don't know. It's just Fuchan.
Fuchan.
Yeah, I thought Fuji at first, Mount Fuji, but this is in Japan, I don't think, so.
It's, what do you call it? Fictional place.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fictional world. And we also see whilst March is being hoisted away to a sad fate, what's her face, the other girl, I still haven't caught
I
her.
can't remember.
April.
Sis
It's not April,
no,
is
it's
it?
not.
The sister,
Sissy.
the sister, is going to try and survive by not getting eaten by Oniguma.
Yes.
Sama.
Oniguma. Yes. I have to say, even though she's a bad shot, she managed her body well. Because when she was running away, she was like falling a little bit, and she caught herself and picked up and ran.
Not only that, she grabbed
all her stuff like.
Yeah, not even her stuff. There were other people's stuff.
Right. Very quick thinking. Very agile. Just like a terrible shot.
Yes.
Very bad shot. She's not a warrior whatsoever.
No.
So what was weird there is that they called it Oniguma-sama, but the guards themselves were like, but it's just a legend.
Yeah.
But that is why they were sacrificing the people.
Right. She knows about it.
Well, she knows about it, but the mural also definitely showed a bear.
Right.
So like...
They're sacrificing to a legend? Like, that's what it sounds like.
They just go back and find well, maybe they just think the person died over a year of not eating. And maybe crows and stuff picked the bones clean.
Well, I'm thinking like this could be pointing in the direction of these people are subservient and being forced to do this thing by a larger group. But at the same time, the bear is real.
Yeah.
So it's just strange to me that the guards themselves were like, why are you talking like you saw the bear? It's just a legend. You know, which if they're acting out this ritual and they themselves don't believe it, that to me sounds like they are working for a higher power to enforce will upon a smaller power.
And what would lend credence to that theory is the fact that the girl says, we're going to just report that the ritual went well.
Yeah.
And then if you want to survive, you need to come with us. So obviously you're not going where you're reporting. You're going to stay at Yanome or whatever you call it.
Yanome. That's where they're from.
That's where they're from. So obviously where they're from is kind of like its own little world, but they kind of work for some other place. So you can kind of disappear there, is what I'm getting at.
She also seems to have some kind of reverence for the act of the gods.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe this is her, not like a ticket for her own personal advancement, but maybe she wants to see some sort of religious thing is happening here for her, and she needs them to go to the next step or something like that.
Yeah. Maybe she's like, the God saved you for a reason. Yeah. I need to figure out what it is.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they killed the bear.
Yes.
I feel like that would have been way more shocking for her. Like this thing.
This was supposed to be the god that we're supposed to be sacrificing to, and now it's dead.
By that thing?
Unless they're multiple. Yeah.
Maybe they live in a world where there's a lot of things like this in that world that have domains or something like that.
And this bear looked like it was suffering anyways. Like its paws are bleeding. It's got spikes in it that don't look like it was born with it. Bleeding from its eyes, its nose, its mouth. Like that's terrible. Ugh.
No wonder it's in a bad mood.
Incessantly bleeding and still alive. Like, what's that about?
It reminds me of some Eastern, I think it was Eastern European pagan legends where just some of the demigods that existed were like that. Like there was this, someone I'm sure one of you know, I think it was Fernabog, maybe not. He had like a hammer where he would use the hammer to perform sacrifices, but it was always bleeding. Like the hammer just constantly was just drooling blood from everything that he's done. So it gave me that mental imagery of these monsters out there that they just exist and they function for a purpose in the world, but they have horrific appearances. You know? Just remind me of that.
And then they give, in the midst of all this, they gave March some sort of black jello. It was just jello, guys, that put her to sleep. Only when she finished it. That was part of the plan.
He's a roofie.
Basically.
And then the star of the show learns to transform
At will.
At will.
Well, kind of.
Well, maybe not.
Kind of. It's more. I think it was instinctual.
He got smacked.
Yeah, I think he'll eventually learn to swap, and I think the more he learns emotions, I think it might even swap back to Fuchen.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, like, it just seems like it's going to be such a hard thing to teach him, but then we saw him say thank you at the end.
Yeah, so he is learning. He just, I think it was, he had no reason to follow along.
Yeah.
He didn't have an emotional connection. Like when we saw with the boy, when he was a wolf with the boy, he followed him very quickly. He's like, you do this, chew, swallow, see? And then he does the same thing. Yeah. So he had a reason at that point. He was feeling connected to him. But now he's finally made a connection with her. It's like, okay, okay, I'll do what you say.
All right.
Kind of thing. So I think we'll see more growth from him a little faster going forward.
If he like accelerates and just starts catching up very quickly.
Yeah, because he cares.
It'd be somewhat comedic though to see this grown person just call this little girl mom.
Mommy.
Mom. He's like, Mom, I'm hungry.
Mother, where is mother?
Mom,
Walks over.
Mama.
Loved it though. Very.
That was
fun episode.
great.
That was
Great episode.
Fight scene, awesome. Gruesome,
Gruesome,
awesome.
but did you see the intestines? That was intestines.
For a moment, I was actually feeling terror for the bear. That will come off.
Yes, I was feeling that. I was feeling that, like the anxiety of trying to get rid of something that just won't go away.
Just ripping
in pain.
When you feel bad for the bad guy. Oh, guys, maybe we'll see more in the next episode. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also, check out description for the Patreon to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. So we will see you guys in the city next time. Bye! Oh, bye!
A special thanks to our patrons, Andrew, Danilo, Tyler Costin, and Deli.